Here we go. So we are live.
Are we live?
We are.
I'm ready whenever you're ready.
All right, let's get into it. Just fixing my mic.
I wish we could use that song.
Talk to
Talk
me,
to
baby.
me, baby.
You gonna sing your version of it?
I can. You want me to sing it? Because you know my album is coming soon. And you're going to like mix it up and master it for me.
Here we go. And we are back with your new favorite podcast. As always, it's your favorite Mason.
And you already know it's your girl, Kori motherfucking Deez, a.k.a. Lemon motherfucking Squeeze, a.k.a. the wholesome hoe, a.k.a. the vessel, a.k.a. a whole lot of a.k.a.s in this motherfucker. Welcome back to another episode of Hush Your Motherfucking Mouth.
We
I
don't
just
have to
like
talk about
motherfuckers. I think I like the way.
monetizing when we curse in the beginning of the show.
Did we go out?
We never gonna get monetized if we keep going with the MF first right in the beginning. Jesus,
Why? You really think so?
it's in the guidelines. YouTube, like, can't get monetized like that. Oh well, it is what it is.
Oh, one day. All right, I'm gonna take the motherfuckers out, y'all, because that might be a little too raw for y'all. That's all right. Some days,
You can say it like a little bit.
All right, well, that's the only time I'm gonna say
show.
it. Oh, it's because it's the first like 30 seconds. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna stop saying that, y'all.
Nah, it's cool. You've been doing it for the last like 25 episodes.
That's my thing. Maybe they'll just make an exception for me.
Hopefully.
Can I have a big talk? Yeah. So
what's going on?
Here today is our Talk to Me Tuesday episode. We're back with another one. That is where we talk to you, you talk to us. That's the theory of our show. Hey, girl. But this is where we bring y'all current events from all platforms. We tell y'all what we feel like is going on in the world. Y'all can tell us what's going on in y'all world. I want to introduce something to the show, Mason, and I ain't running by you yet. I think I ran it by you a few months ago, but I want to know if the audience wants to do that. Since it's Talk to Me Tuesdays, I feel like we should do a little segment where it's like confession session. Where the people in our audience, they come on our show and either do a confession or say a confession in the comments. What you think about that?
What you want to confess, or what you think they should confess?
I don't know.
Talking about like I secretly put my baby daddy on child support or some shit like that.
Why? What's up with you and child support? I think you have.
What's up with you?
I mean, you just like you just are an advocate against child support. That is just like no, lady.
It's just funny. So one day somebody's gonna run it back and find out where this comes from. And I think it's gonna be hilarious when they find out the episode that this whole thing was discussed.
I know we have a whole lot of little things that we say here on the Hush Your Mouth that's like inside jokes. Well, not really because we share it with y'all, but you gotta watch the episodes to be like Thigh Guy. Thigh Guy is one of my favorites.
That will forever be funny. Oh man,
forever. Anyway,
young Thigh Guy thought he was doing something. What's up?
So I really just want to do like confession sessions on our Tuesdays. I want to know if our audience members, and if you guys are interested in that, just DM me, hit us up in the comments, let us know. Shit, start confessing today. Confess it, air it out. It's like when they used to air it out on the radio stations in the morning. Like, you remember that? Confessions or something like that. You never heard it?
Yeah, they still do it here in New York, so I know what you're talking about. That'd be dope.
That's dope.
If you guys want to share some things.
Because I'm always sharing. My teapot is always flowing over. I always got a story. But that's the great thing about Hush Your Mouth. Anyway, Mason, so you already know, let's jump into our mental health check-in. How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. Hung out with some friends. I lost all of Sunday. I don't know what happened on Sunday. Saturday was kind of busy. I was jumping around. I went to Angela Yee Day, which is in
Woo!
Brooklyn. So just hung out there, saw some performances. I did that for a while. Then I headed to Midtown. There was a street fair. Jumped in that for a little while. Then after that, I headed to the secret location for the pop-up event hosted by, Chinese Kitty, Benzino, a bunch of people were there. They were also filming Smoke Champs, which is new, not out
Yeah,
yet, still not out yet.
that's dope. And I want to say shout outs to him. He definitely shouted out Mason's podcast. He said, watch that, tune in. He said it's from the horse's mouth. I thought that was pretty dope. I was really excited. I
Yeah,
was like stoked about that. So shout out to him.
I'm still mad because we were supposed to get Chinese Kitty too, but that didn't work out. My fault. I was all over the place,
Drunk.
but that was
Say I
one
was
that we missed out
say,
on. Yeah,
say I
next
was
time.
drunk. Say I was
Everything
drunk.
for a reason. Everything for a reason. What about you? How was your weekend? What happened with you? There was some planes. There was some water. But I'm gonna let you tell it because straight from the horse's mouth. Go ahead.
I had a really great weekend. I had some R&R time. I was in the water like a fish. I got to ride in a helicopter. It was just great. I was needed. Can't wait to the next one. Fun times with good people. Um,
Was there drinks
definitely.
involved?
There's always drinks involved. I be
I
trying
just
not
like to throw
to.
that out there.
There's always drinks involved.
Everyone thought you were the drunk on the show. Remember that?
They did think that I was the drunk. But you know what? I'm barely ever really drunk. Y'all could tell though when I am though. I'll be like, I'm lit. Um, so today we're gonna do what? Jump into segment one, talk about it or pass.
Yeah.
You wanna tell the
So,
audience how it goes?
as always, talk about it or pass on it. One of our favorite shows. So the rules are simple. We cover last week's headlines, topics, and we decide whether we want to talk about it or pass on it. So I'm going to jump right into it. First headline, talk about it or pass on it. Disguised man who assaulted tied up girlfriend and pretended to save her is sentenced. Talk about it or pass on it.
What do you do?
He tied up his ex-girlfriend and he was sentenced. Do you want to talk about it or pass on it?
No, we just be jumping right out the window into the crazy shit. No, I don't want to talk. That's so. How do you date someone like that? I always end up saying something anyway. Like, how do you date? How do you like? Hey, hi, Alicia. Welcome to Hush Your Mouth,
Hey.
honey. Yeah, I want to know, how do you date somebody that could be a killer? I know I want to pass on it too, but like, you don't know that man is a killer. Like, whoever dated
Corey can't
Jeffrey
help
Dahmer,
it.
like, all of the serial killers. Like, who? How you
Yo, you
didn't
don't
know
know
this?
people are serial killers. I'm pretty
No,
sure that
you
they don't.
do.
They
There's
don't. They
red
don't come with a
flag.
calling card and say that I'm a serial killer. And he wasn't a serial killer. He was a serial assaulter of his ex-wife. So he ain't killing nobody.
Okay, so assaulter is a little different, but killers.
I
All
feel like
right.
now we need to jump into it because
No, we
we're
don't.
not,
We
we're
can
not
discuss.
really
I promise
discussing
you.
the facts of it.
No. I don't want to discuss the facts. I just want to
All
make my
right.
assumptions.
From
Go.
one crazy to the next crazy. Let's keep it moving.
Too
So,
eager to be in a relationship.
mom lets boyfriend kill son because she didn't want to be single. Talk about it or pass on it.
I got the gist of the story. Nope, pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Oh, you don't have anything to say? You just passing?
I'm just gonna pass.
Oh, snap. All right, we going. We keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. I'm excited. All right, Candyman director Nia DaCosta becomes the first black female director to debut film at #1. Talk about it.
So yes, let's talk about it. Of course, we want to talk about it.
All right, this is definitely black girl magic. So if you're not familiar with this filmmaker, she has directed Candyman. Candyman was the #1 movie over the weekend. And she's the first black woman to direct a movie that has hit #1. So Not much more to this than congratulations, Black Girl Magic. Round of applause.
Yes. Okay, well, don't say it's not much to talk about. It's a lot. Right. I want to know who's seen it. Was it good? Did it do? Did what?
That's probably spam.
I was like, what? Hold on. But yeah. I want to know how the movie was. Did it do us justice, especially us '90s kids growing up watching all of the Candymans? I wanna I wanna know, did it do it justice? Did she do the movie well? What do you think? Did you see it, Mason?
I definitely did not.
I was trying to
But
stream
from
it.
what
It
I'm hearing in the comments, somebody said it was a nice movie. So
was a nice movie. So yeah,
Alicia said it was a nice movie.
I definitely want to go see it. So
Right.
exciting.
And
Okay, congratulations to you.
so shout out to her for that. That's a monumental achievement. And
Yes.
staying on somewhat of black excellence, Kanye West Donda album breaks record for most streaming album and artist in one day. So Donda is finally here.
Okay, I know you listened to it. I listened to
Yep.
some of it.
I listened to the 26 tracks.
First of all, 26 tracks is such a big deal because, first of all, it kind of makes up for how long we waited for an album,
It
right?
didn't. It did
You
not.
don't think so? I mean, the 26 songs, I was like, what, Kanye? But people are saying he's a genius. I said it kind of sounded like cult music, but don't ask me. I don't know. It
I
sounds
mean,
a little,
musically, it was lackluster. It wasn't where I thought it would be. I
yeah.
think it's a very performance piece, meaning that
Like
it's
he can create a really great stage presence, create like a
exactly.
play, and I see the creativity there. I'm just saying that it's not like for me.
Mhm.
I was gonna read it.
Okay,
Don't we?
she's going back to the last topic.
So this was in reference to Candyman, right?
Yes.
First of all, I was a little confused, but then when the movie started going on into the later on, I was like, oh shit, that's what's going on. But I did like it, nice view, everything was cool. That's from Alicia. Okay. Thank you again. Yeah, definitely gonna see it. Because I mean, I did not play about Candyman. I would not. My brother was like horrible. He used to knock us in the bathroom and say it. Was you tortured like that by your siblings too, Mason?
No.
Were you scared? Did you watch? Were you allowed to
I'm
watch
bigger
that?
than everyone.
Oh, so you were the one
I'm the
doing
youngest, but I'm 6'5", so like I'm physically taller. I've been tall my whole
ladies 6'5".
life. Everything is not an ad. This is not Tinder. Please do not swipe right, left, or whatever you do in that app. Like, whoa.
So as far as Kanye, shout outs to you, congratulations to you. Definitely black excellence. Definitely a very creative being.
Absolutely.
He's like his genius, his madness. Uh,
Yeah, he
and
took a lot of verses off. That was the big
yeah, what was
conversation over
going
the
on
weekend.
with that?
So I mean, for some, it's a lot of he said, she said, but this plays into Kanye's reputation of just being a little bit centric or off. So Kanye definitely said that he wasn't in tune with Universal releasing his album on Sunday. So there was a lot of back and forth with that. The Baby's verse on Jail didn't come out. Instead, Hove's verse came out. Um, it's just a bunch of that. Who else? Soldier Boy got taken off. That was a whole thing. He felt some type of way.
He
Which
did. He said
in music that happens all the time where your verse gets taken off for clearances or just the artist doesn't feel like it's in tuned.
right. Okay. Well, I don't understand that part. We don't know why Kanye did
No
that.
one knows why.
We would
No one
never
knows
know why.
why.
I think him. What do you think about Kim Kardashian showing up at that concert with the bridal stuff on? I really feel like something weird's going on over there. Like they're not really getting divorced. She wants to keep the last name still. What do you think about that? Her keeping the last name West. I know it could be for like family purposes. She has children by him. I
I
wouldn't.
mean, I don't think Kim is out of love with Kanye, but I think there's a lot going on there. I think for
Mhm.
him, mentally, I don't think he makes the most stable choices. He's
Right.
all over the place. So there's a lot going on over there. Yes, Chris Brown was also taken off.
Wow. Chris Brown too. He said you don't like dark skinned Jones. He said you gotta go, Chris. All right. What's the next one?
All right, next topic. Speaking of music, gonna stick with music, but add a little drama to it. So Summer Walker,
Oh
you want
my
to talk?
God, poor thing. Go ahead.
You want to talk about it? Or
First of all, Summer, we waiting for an album from you, girl, but I understand why it's not coming. Because you got a lot of drama going on.
so inside scoop though, it is coming. Like it's supposed to be extremely good. Um, London, I mean Justice and the people that was working with her on that, it's supposed to be, putting together a real great body of work as far as R&B. So her last album was a classic, and from what I've heard, this one's gonna be a classic too. So if it's anything along the lines of her last album, we're in for a treat. So her
Okay.
album's not delayed. Her music is still
Okay.
on
Well,
point.
like I said, we still waiting. So
She said, like I
we
said, I'm
waiting,
still
we
waiting. You also said it's not coming.
I said
I'm telling you it's coming, though. It's coming.
All
The
right. Well,
album is
thank you for
coming.
clearing that up. But no, I was basically saying she got a lot going on in her life right now, like with London, and he does produce a lot of her music, and they do make great music together. But see, I think that this is like a classic thing in the music industry or in the industry, period. Like the artist ends up becoming involved with someone who is producing her or his work to some extent. Like they're working together, and that's because people spend a lot of time together when they work together. But that's like mixing business with pleasure, and that's just a no-no because now y'all have a baby, y'all was engaged, but she's on the internet. Did you see what I sent you earlier? Remember, I was like, oh, I'm so sad for her. Like she's just begging. She got a whole new nigga already. They baby is still a baby.
But I mean, if you look at the track record, they've broken up, gotten back together several times. So,
But now you're pleading to the internet.
well, she's basically pleading about other baby mothers getting at her, and
It's all tied together. And she was.
it's all pleading.
It's all the same. Your business is your business. Why are you pleading it to the internet?
You're a big believer, and you shouldn't plead your business to the internet.
So guys, if I post some shit, don't think that I'm personally going through that shit. I just be out here trying to do shit for motivational purposes only. It don't be that because some people might get that shit fucked up. No, I don't be serious.
I mean, I post things all the time that people think are about
Yeah,
them,
like
and
people think
that I
that.
feel is funny. I think
You think
how do you tie yourself into that? But some people do. So I just want to know if you were a believer in posting your business to the internet. Last week we talked about somebody posting their business to the internet as well. Amber Rose.
I know she was venting.
Yep. So I mean, for her, I think it was an accountability thing, but it is what it is.
No, she should have just been accountable in private. No, that's embarrassing that man was with 12 women. We don't need. You don't need to be accountable for us. Be accountable for you.
Maybe she used the internet to be accountable for herself because that embarrassment, she can't go back now. I think that's the worst thing.
But what if she does? What if she does go back? Do you think he changed? 12 women.
I think the
Are you going
conversation
back?
is different.
Hey, side panel. If your girlfriend cheats on you with 12 people, you're not going back? No?
No.
No?
Fuck.
Yo.
Kori, what are you planning? What are you planning here?
What? No, I'm not. I was just, this is just, hey,
Said
sis,
it's not about me.
audience member, 12 people. I think it's one time. I don't know if it was at different times during the relationship. I think it was 12 at one time.
I don't think it was 12 at one time. You thought he was.
I think he's like, that's like a great talent. That's an art. I've known people.
That's
to do
exhausting.
crazy shit. That is exhausting.
Threesomes are exhausting. 12 people at one.
Shit, one person is exhausting. So imagine 12. Lord.
She said one person.
So what happened with Summer Walker exactly? She wants someone to put that Gluck 3000 on London so she can. Oh, she did.
Basically,
yeah, don't do the sign, Mason, because that's gonna be.
I'm definitely not doing this.
She was like, "When are y'all going?"
Basically saying somebody take him. She gave him back. She made the same motion. She gave him back.
Like
so she for 2 years there was a problem with her standing next to him, being with them, whatever. And the baby moms, like what you said, is all the same thing. They had issues. Now she gave them back, and they're still having issues with her. So I mean, if they're no longer in a relationship, what's the issue? Is basically what she's saying.
Yeah, like I don't know why that chicks do that. Like, why would you be ringing my line if I don't even want that man no more? I don't want him. And you know what, ladies, cheers to giving niggas back
Back to the
all
streets.
for the rest of our days. Like
Back
we
to
don't
the
want
streets for you.
nobody wants that. Go back to the streets. I'm sending you back to the strip club.
Wait, what? Shout out to
All right.
Summer Walker. She was a stripper though.
Was she? She was cute.
Ooh, see.
I take your word for it.
No,
Any
not
day.
the stripper. Once again, negative connotations.
I
Just
take your
saying,
word
you could
for it.
Google it. It's on Wikipedia.
Let's
But
go to our
speaking of
next topic.
relationships, you want to go into the next one, or you want to keep
No.
going on Summer?
I want you to tell me about this next topic.
So the next one is a Kori special. This
Oh,
one was
Kori special.
inserted. Pause. No
Pause.
pun intended. By
Oh,
the
what?
next topic. So I mean, I think we got to hear this. This one we do not
Yeah,
own the
we-
rights to. This is courtesy of Nori's Instagram and Drink Champs.
Yeah. So is Eat Booty Gang still in effect?
Well, I started. I built. I'm building.
You franchising?
So it's the Eat a Booty Gang. I'm building the franchise up now. Now I'm getting the women to support the Eat a Booty Gang.
Wait. Come on.
Wait, who is it?
Wait, when you say women to support the Eat Booty Gang, you
Yeah.
saying women is eating the booty?
Yeah, women eat the
come on.
booty.
Wait, what?
Is that true? Women are eating the booty too?
First of all, Mason,
I'm just. I didn't.
let's
know.
tell the people what's going on. So right now, this is trending on Twitter, but we did get a courtesy of Drink Champs. Oh, right. I wish we could have played the actual visual. That would have been hilarious because it's the visual that also takes you out because they're looking at him like he's mad, and him is Trick Daddy, and Trick Daddy is explaining to Noriega that he likes his booty ate. Ladies, are y'all out here eating the booty? I'm not out here eating the booty. I ain't not, listen, hey. Yo, sis, you ever ate the booty?
This is where I sit back. This is
No. Mason, do you eat the booty?
This is where I sit back.
Do you like your booty ate? I want to know. Is that something that a lot of guys do? They like their
This is
booty.
not a topic that I was interested in.
I know, but
you
I
tell
want to
me
know.
more about
It was
your
supposed to be
end.
funny. No, I want to know.
No pun intended. Your end.
Pause.
Pause. Ow.
No, but seriously, like, how does that work? And then he says in the segment, like, his legs sometimes be up, sometimes they don't. What? And then it's Trick Daddy. So can you have that visual, ladies? I just don't. It makes me want to throw up in my mother flipping mouth. No eating booties over here. No, you. But whatever your preference is, because it's just some men that just like.
I try not to kink shame. So I mean, there's
It's
people
not.
that
I don't
like to
want
be
to. I'm not
peed on.
shaming. I just think Trick Daddy. He could have kept that shit to himself. He should have kept that to himself. We didn't want to know that trick because it's the visuals for me. It's the visuals. I don't want to visualize it, but it's in my head now because it was very descriptive. I was like, take me out the game.
See, when I first saw it on Twitter, before I actually saw the video, I was wondering why is Trick Daddy like trending
Yes.
on Twitter, and I was like, what? Then once you open the thread and it becomes all this stuff, it's like, wow. So y'all out here eating Trick Daddy's booty.
Who's
on a regular
eating
basis.
Trick Daddy's ass?
Somebody is. There's always somebody willing to do it.
You know why? I think because how much you think he's paying these girls to eat his ass? How much does someone have to pay?
$3.99.
I mean, what's the price? Let me think. Do I have a price about eating ass? A nigga's ass, though. I don't know. Oh, I'm scared. That's a scary place. A man's ass is a scary place to me. It doesn't have a place for us. But you know how I feel about a woman's ass too. Not well. Like I don't believe in anal. Whatever. Okay, moving on.
Only
in Miami. Yeah, that's you
those
know
Florida,
what I mean?
Those Florida people are a little bit different.
Those Florida people are definitely different. And shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Florida's an amazing place. We're moving on, y'all. Let's go.
Speaking of Florida, have you ever heard about the Florida Man website? If you go to Google and you type in your birthday and you type in Florida Man, an event that happened in Florida on your birthday pops up, and it's usually something crazy or something
Shut
bananas,
up.
depending on your actual day. Like I would do it now, but we got time and things to do. But it's a hilarious website, floridaman.com.
Oh, I want to do that. I can't wait to do that when we get off the show. I want to see what happened on
Very
all of our
interesting.
birthdays in my house. You know, I'm into that. Like, oh my God, this is the crazy shit that was going on.
It'd be like some
Wow.
Florida man stabbing somebody or some,
Or
Florida.
while I'm being born.
Well, Charlemagne says the Bronx and all of Florida are where some of the craziest people reside. So
The Bronx?
the Bronx and all of Florida.
I used to live in the Bronx. I guess you're right. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I like the Bronx. I prefer to live in the Bronx over Brooklyn any day. Sorry.
Why? Sway, why?
Why?
We're gonna challenge this. This is a topic now.
This
Why
is
would you
definitely
prefer,
not a topic.
why would you prefer to live in the Bronx than Brooklyn?
Well, first of all, it's right next to Harlem. It's only fucking no. Brooklyn. I'm gonna tell you. To me, Brooklyn it's far. I don't want to offend anybody.
I think that's what all Brooklyn people say about the Bronx, and that's what all the Bronx people say about Brooklyn. Like it's just far. That's all it is, and that's
I'm
if you
saying
ride
that
public transportation. That's just
I'm
like
saying
an hour
that
and a
because I
half.
just want to be nice. I just never felt comfortable in Brooklyn. That's just not really my speed or my place. My people.
I never felt comfortable in Hunt's Point.
What? Wow. I mean, what were you doing in Hunts Point? Were you getting your car fixed?
Nothing.
You weren't comfortable
when I was a
because you
kid.
were-
When I was a kid, I saw the HBO special Hunt's Point, and from then on, that was my depiction of the Bronx. So there was people with no teeth, prostitutes. that was my depiction of the Bronx. So you gonna take it easy on Brooklyn right now. Brooklyn's going through some amazing changes. Some of the best restaurants are in Brooklyn right now. I'm just saying.
Restaurants. Got it. All right. What's the next one?
I'm done. All right, next one. Keep it moving. We did London and Tracks. So the baby, after his apology, this week he has met with 9 HIV awareness organizations and apologized. Talk about it, or
Let's talk about it a little bit briefly, real quick. Of course, the baby did. Of course, the baby did. He had to. The bag was stopped. So this is his way of showing that he's making himself more aware, more conscious, which is a good thing. But it was just because of all the backlash. But he's learning a good lesson just the hard way. Some people are like that. So I want to say shout outs to the baby, but I don't really think that he would have did all of that had he not got in the backlash or lost the bag the way he did. He had to do it. You know what I mean?
So you believe that this is going to help him redeem himself for that statement?
I mean, anybody can redeem themselves. I mean, we love Chris Brown. We listen to his music, right? There's people out there who do. So everybody could be forgiven, I guess. With the industry, with people today, with social media, everybody forgets. Sometimes disrespect is tolerated, and then people are like out here forgetting because of social media or because of the status or because of what you got going on. Like, look, niggas still love Tory. He supposedly shot Megan. He lost a few things, but he didn't lose into nothing crazy.
He just had an album that he put out as an NFT that made a lot of money.
Yeah, and he's independent. Nobody gives a. He doesn't. Do you think he gives a fuck? He doesn't give a fuck. So I mean, this is different though. This was like a lot of. He doesn't want to. The baby don't want to be blackballed. Nobody wants to be blackballed, and nobody wants to seem like just a complete asshole. But yes, let's definitely move on to the next topic.
Talk about blackballing asshole. All right. So next topic. Pause. Next topic. Well-known Texas Instagram model killed in murder-suicide. Talk about it or pass on it.
Pass on it. Sorry, like RIP to you. What do you want to talk about it? Sound like you want to talk about it. What happened?
Okay. So right now the story is in flux and we don't have all the facts, but basically what seems to have happened was, and again, stories in flux, there's many different stories. Some of it is that this man was stalking her, he broke into her apartment, strangled her to death, and then stabbed himself to death. So it was a gruesome scene. The reason that police actually went over was to do a wellness check, and that's how they found the body. So it wasn't one of those lovers' quarrels or anything like that. But you know, the thing about this is that she posts a lot. She posts where she lives. She posts, cars, different things like that. So it's just awareness and things of that nature. But you passed on it. So next topic.
Well, rest in peace, young lady, and I hope they find whoever did that. That's really
They
sad.
found him. He died.
Oh, because he killed himself.
Yes, stabbed himself.
Oh.
Which is both gruesome ways to die, but let's not get into that. Next topic. So Scott Disick.
Oh my God. Kardashian.
Yep, Kardashian. He recently DM'd Courtney, who's his baby's mother, her ex-boyfriend. You want to talk about it, or we want to pass on it?
I seen it. I want to pass on it.
All right. Sticking with the Kardashians. This is the last one. Sticking with the Kardashians. Kris Jenner and longtime boyfriend Kori are reportedly planning a $2 million wedding. Talk about it, pass on it.
We could talk about it a little bit. So I like, even though she's 25 years older than him, she's like cougar of the motherfucking century. But because I didn't think it was going to last as long, but it's lasting. So something, first of all, and we always knew Kris loves black men. We know that. These Kardashian. I didn't see this angle. Okay, go ahead. These Kardashian women love black men, and shout out to them because I think they're Albanian and they know that their roots are still black anyway. But that's another story. I'm happy for her. $2 million though is ridiculous. And I know that they have the money to do it. I just think that $2 million is ridiculous because I think that they truly love each other. They've been together for so long. And
2014.
Who do you think proposed? Do you think he proposed to her? Do you think Kris is she's too much of a bad bitch?
I'm pretty sure that he proposed to her. I couldn't see her being the
Did he have to save up his allowance to get her the ring that she deserved? What does he do? He's like he was her personal trainer or something. Like that's the come up of the century. What does he do?
Personal trainer? I don't know what he does, but he's in some deep circles. Like I don't know if he was a personal trainer. I'm not.
Why? Why can't you be a personal trainer that's just in some deep circles?
What personal trainer you know in deep circles?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Ladies, if he tell you he's a personal trainer, he broke. That's what he's saying. A personal trainer's broke.
That's a good job to have some good friends, personal trainer. But yeah.
What good female friends? Would you be a personal trainer, Mason?
No. What would be my purpose? What are you getting at?
To meet people.
To meet people?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be.
So I wanted to tell you here on Hush Your Mouth first. I'm working on this app for you. I want to kind of work. I want to work on this. It's an app, but it's also a little service that I want to do for you. I'm trying to do it by a certain point in Hush Your Mouth. It's kind of like, remember like Flavor Flav?
You will not pimp me out. I will not be pimped. I'm going to fight for my rights to not be pimped.
It's not pimping. It's like
yes, it is. You be trying to like jump in his DM. Like, nah, I'm okay. Thank you very much. We can talk about some show topics. We can talk about, what's going on in the world. We could talk about, marriage or lack thereof.
Ladies, just catch him at the meet and greets when we set up our chain of events for like next year. I feel like things will be open and stuff like that next year.
I'll give you a high five.
Yo.
So speaking of marriage, that leads us into our very next segment, as a matter of fact. So you want to jump into it? You want me to jump into it?
No, you jump into it.
So we always have some very interesting topics, and today is no different than any other day. So we're talking about marriage. Chris is getting married. I am not. Kori's going to engaged. I am not. So what happens if you don't get married? Plan B and C. What if nobody wants to marry me? So let's
No,
jump into it.
Lincoln. What if nobody wants to marry you? What's your plan B if nobody wants to marry you?
I am fine. A, B, C,
So,
D.
ladies, gentlemen, today's topic is what is your plan B if nobody wants to marry you?
And
Like,
C.
but see, the funny thing about this topic is like, first of all, the first question is, does everybody aspire to be married? Do you think that? What do you think about that?
Did you aspire to be married before you were engaged?
Uh, it depends on what point in my life. I don't know. Marriage was never really like a big thing to me in the beginning, like when I was young. I think as I'm becoming older and more mature, I understand it better.
At what point did it become important to you?
I think when I got into like a really good and healthy relationship, or maybe when it first became important to me when I had my second child. Because I was just like, well, where is my life going? Because if I am having this second child and I still ain't got no husband, what is going on? But at the same time, I'm also a woman that understands that it's okay to be by yourself. Sometimes it's not everybody's journey to be with somebody, even though they say that everybody came from somebody's rib. Do you believe that?
Everybody can't become
Do you-
somebody's rib.
Did you come from some? Do you have a rib out there?
What does that really mean? Do I have a second half? Do I have?
Yeah. Do you have a person? Do you think that there's a person out there specifically for you? A rib. Your rib. You ain't watch Baby Boy? You my rib.
So I think that there's going to be well, not even more than one, but there is somebody out there. There's somebody out there for everyone. So I don't think that that's a bad thing. So for me, I think that there's probably somebody out there for me. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So if you found your rib, the part of you, would you necessarily want to be married? We already talked about in the episode about proposing. You don't want her to propose to you. So that would require for you to propose to her. Do you see yourself getting married or proposing?
I think when the time comes and the right person's involved, that I can see it. I wouldn't be against it. So I feel like that's probably in my future.
In your future?
In my future. Yeah.
How close of a future?
Next
Like
week.
we're talking about like
I don't know how close. If I knew that I'd be making a lot of money being a mind reader. I would be like, I would hit the lotto already. I don't know when, but I feel like it's in my future. I feel like I'm built to be in a situation that's,
I think that means that you don't think that you will be married. You're a man. You're supposed to be the person that proposed. I mean, like
get that from me saying that I will be.
Like you don't have anyone to marry right now, is what I'm saying. Like there's
No,
nobody for you to marry right now. Like you're not thinking of that. That's not where you are. But at your age, which is in a group of what, 35 and over.
Yeah.
I think that you should be like, you should have someone that you're gonna have cats. At this, I'm concerned.
I will never have cats. I'm not a cat person.
Cal was supposed to come on, and actually, this topic.
Yeah, yo, you are riding it. Pause. Like, what are you talking about?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, wow. Pause. Pause means you stop. Pause means we're done. Pause means we halt. We're going on to the next phase of this conversation. So, I mean...
Wait, so Cal was supposed to come on. So the cats reference honestly makes me laugh because he's a man and he actually have cats. And he's, he told us last week.
So that was probably his comment more than
Yeah, this is more so...
Cats.
Yeah, no. So the cats, I love my cats. Yeah. He loves cats. So shout out to you. We thought you were coming on today, but I don't know. He's at work. So shout out to you. So Mason, has dating been easy for you though? This makes me like I told you, this makes me concerned all the time. That's why I'm trying to send our fans. You never know. Your lover might be out there. She might come on instead of Hush Your Mouth and see you on here preaching the good gospel that you preach. And she might say, that is my husband.
What?
She might say.
I'm so confused with where you're going with this, but I'm going to answer the question. Has dating been hard? Dating itself isn't hard. I think that finding the right people to date is probably the hardest part. Finding people with the same agenda is probably like the hardest part. So, I mean, that's always the issue. And I'm pretty much like, I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like, so.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with you on that. Like, I think that me just being a person that's like, I am who I am and I like what I like, and I don't like to say it like this, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. That's kind of like, somebody told me that's not like relationship like. That's not marriage like.
But I mean, I'm like that too, where like I've been by myself for quite some time. So obviously, like I'm used to doing things by myself. So getting with somebody or being in any type of relationship will be foreign to me. And it would take a lot of effort for me to break out of that. Like checking in with people, like I do what I want when I want to. If I want to go out, like I go out. If I want to go to a particular bar, I go to a particular bar. So for me, like the challenge would be catering to somebody else's needs and remembering to have those conversations and things like that. But
right, no, I absolutely agree.
Like that too,
huh?
You were like that too.
I'm still like that.
Oh.
I'm still not
gonna say you was, but
no, not so much of like not remembering to like let the person know when I'm going out to wherever, but just like I'm used to moving on my own accord. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was by myself for a very long time. I was by myself for 4 or 5 years. And yeah, I don't think that I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. That one is so dating was hard. Dating was hard because and you guys know here on Hush Your Mouth, it's really hard for me to conform to rules or societal norms or anything like that. So, and then I'm kind of like an alpha female, and that personality makes it hard to date because when you're dating a alpha man or a very masculine person and you already kind of have a masculine personality yourself, it kind of clashes and it makes things a little difficult.
What's some of the challenges that you have when dating and having those kind of clashes?
Oh, gosh. Well, there's men out there or people out there that just feel like you're the woman, so I'm the man, and this is your role, and this is your place, and this is my place, right? Because they have that kind of upbringing, and that's what they see. They know a different type of life, I would say, like a more submissive type of life. To be submissive when you're an independent woman is really hard. Like, you know, well, for me, I don't know about everybody else. Ladies or our guests in the audience, let me know if you agree. So I think definitely we had this conversation here on Hush Your Mouth. Being submissive is hard for me in a relationship, period.
Yes.
Some people say I'm selfish. I don't think so.
You're not a team player as well.
Oh, that was that too. Team player, not team player.
Not a team player.
That sounds so horrible, Mason. We need to stop saying that.
Yo, I'm just saying what we said. I didn't say I'm saying it now.
But I'm a team player, but I think I just run my team differently. I gotta find what sport I would be because I'm not. I might have my own. I don't know. Boxing.
No team needed, just you in the ring.
Just me in the ring. What? I could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Talk that talk.
You know what I'm saying? Where's my gunshot?
Oh, she wants a gunshot for that.
All right, well, let's get into some comments before we get too far out. I don't know what was going on. So Nalia says, I can't see myself getting married. Somebody proposed to me. I'm saying no. Why, Nalia? Why do you want to say no? You don't want to get married? What's wrong with marriage? Marriage is great. I'm not talking about it in a bad way. I think marriage is an amazing thing, but you definitely have to be ready for it. You definitely have to know what you and your significant other is getting into.
Why do
How
you think
you,
marriage is a great thing? Why is that?
do you
That
not
statement?
think that marriage is a gay thing? First of all,
No. I never made that statement. You did.
I'm
So I want to
asking
know, why
you.
do you think that? You can't ask a question to a question.
I do
You
that
can
a lot.
answer it. I know. That's why we not deflecting today. We gonna answer the question, and then you can ask me the question. But why
Okay,
do you think
so
marriage?
um, I think marriage is a great thing because it's a family environment. It says that we're both committed to the growth and progress of this particular relationship. Like we want to be great together. I want to build with you. I want to be committed to you. I want to make sure that you're great and that we're great together. Does that make sense? I don't know.
You don't know why you think that?
I don't know. I'm a little tired today, but yeah, no, I don't know. Why do you think that marriage is great?
I mean, I
I
think
want to
marriage
know
is
why Nalia don't want to get married. Like, babe, why is marriage great?
Mason's about to tell us.
Okay, after Mason, you're next.
I think marriage is just the solidification of a partnership. I think that when you get married, it just signifies that this is my person and this is the person that I want to be with, and this is my partner through life. So I think it's more it's biblical if you believe in that type of thing, but it's also, it's real world if you're talking about a partnership. So for me, marriage is just the solidification of the partnership that already exists. So I don't think that I get married on the day that I get married. I'm probably married before that time.
Woo, yes. And that, give yourself your applause. Come on.
Oh, I gotta give myself.
Give yourself the applause. That was right. Good job. I definitely agree with you. You have to be married mentally before you actually are physically. Um, the lifestyle comes before it, which is why I think that is dope that they're finally. That's why they can put $2 million into it. Don't do it. Don't put a lot of money into it if it's just like rushed and just right out, like straight off the gate. No, if you didn't spend some time with that person, if you haven't lived with that person, and actually, you know what I want to talk about? Remember when people used to be like married off by their families and stuff? I think that the world was a much better place then, even though I think that's a little. It was because you had your person and you had no choice but to get to know your person from the time you were married, and that's who you grew with, and that's who made you happy. But it's so fucked up. People were still cheating on each other back then. I don't know. It's just
I
like
think so. Was it cheating if you know about it?
there was cheating back then when you were
If you
married.
know about it, is it cheating?
What do you mean? You think that those people that got married at like 15, they were put together by their families, and they were supposed to go off and
I think a
have
lot
like,
of those people remain the priority. The main thing was the main thing.
well, which was what?
Them.
Yeah, so I think that they're well off. Like I think that their families are well off. I don't know. I when I was growing up and when I was in my dating phases when I was young, I was like, damn, I really wish that I was like married off at like 15 to like somebody that my family chose. And that was
You
just
feel
my
like your
person.
family had a better scope or a better understanding than
Of
you would
what?
have of just people in general. Like,
I mean, that's your elders, so they're supposed to know like they're putting you with somebody that's going to be able to be financially available for you and take care of your family, raise up great children. It was like a class thing too. If you were marrying to up your class, I just think that that was just like a doper time. I would have wanted to be born during those times, but whatever. We're not talking about that.
I mean,
All
for
right,
5 cows, you could have had Kori.
what 5 cows?
That's what they was marrying for back then. Like for 5 cows and 2 sheep and a quarter acre of land, you get Kori. Like that would be
No,
it. That would be your endowment. That
not
would be
me
it.
for 5 cows.
All right, 6 cows for Kori, 2
No,
sheep, and a quarter acre of land.
No, they would not. I'm worth so much more. Trust me. Babe. What?
I'm just saying. How
Oh
much
my
is your mom
God.
giving you away for?
Oh my gosh. Free. I don't know. All right.
7
So
cows. We negotiated. 7
Okay.
cows, 2 sheep.
Okay, so Alicia says, as a woman, we are ready and willing to be ourselves if push comes to shove, but we do sometimes want that title, and I think we are entitled to our fairy tale. Okay, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Sometimes you be in a relationship and you be like, I'm here, I'm ready, but then the person that you're in that relationship with is not there. They're not ready. So what do you do at that point? Because now, what's your plan B? What's your plan C? If you saying that you're entitled to your fairy tale, I believe that if you with someone who can't give you that, you got to create your own fairy tale. That person might not be for you. You need to go back to the drawing board. What you think, Mason?
I mean, see, the fairy tale thing. I'm not a big believer in fairy tales.
Do you believe in
So,
love at first sight?
do I believe in love at first sight? I believe in
Mhm.
lust at first sight.
That's another topic for another day. There's people out there.
I don't think you can fall in love with somebody at first sight. I think you're infatuated, you're in lust. I think those are the two things that come at first. I think love is a thing that you acquire over time and effort and, you know, with some conversations. Because I think I'm more attracted to you mentally than I am physically, and that's
Okay.
just my mindset as a person.
No, yeah, some people are mentally stimulated more than physically stimulated. Like I'm a person that's mentally stimulated first.
I feel like everything that you're physically
But
attracted to, you could buy.
you said what?
Everything that you're physically, you said what? Everything that you're physically attracted to, you can buy.
Mm,
Think about it.
no, I don't think so. Because
What's
if
that you
somebody's
buy?
ugly, they just the fuck ugly. Like if you don't look good, I don't want you. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
And maybe because I'm a man and you're a woman, I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
we
like
can do.
anybody that you physically attracted to
You
or
can buy.
anything that they have, you can
Well, men are
absolutely
getting
buy.
surgery now. There's BBLs for men. You
I
know.
know. Go get that ab sketching, guys. Like you gotta go to the gym every day. Get that ab sketching. Listen, I got the fucking
There's a
plug.
lot of benefits with working out that ab sketching won't do, fellas. So still work out because that stamina does not come with that BBL.
Listen, you said some people like 2 minutes, so there's people out here accepting anything. It doesn't matter about anybody's stamina. Anyway, Alicia
That's
says
true.
some people don't want that title to be tied down. Some people don't want that title to be just tied down. Nalia says, me too, Mason. Yeah, because it's hard to let someone in when you have the control of everything. Yes, it is. When you are able to, how I say, and it sounds horrible probably if you're in a relationship, if you're able to take care of you and your family on your own and you're used to doing that and or just yourself or maintain yourself, it is really hard to allow someone else to come into your relationship and to your life and just take control of everything because you're used to being the one that calls the shots. And that's like relinquishing some power. You don't want to create a power struggle in your relationship. And is it okay to say power in relationship in the same sentence? Like, is there roles that are set in place that are automatically there for like when people are in a relationship?
There's traditional roles. There's
Traditional
still
roles.
roles, but there's still roles. Like there's times when it shifts and changes in the modern day, but there's traditional roles.
What are you more fond of, Mason? Are you more fond of traditional roles or are you more fond of modern type of
Uh,
or do you value societal norms like how we have the internet who tells us how what our couple goals should be and all of that other stuff?
I value my norms. I don't think that
Like,
I'm not one way or the other. So I'm not stuck on traditional roles. But I'm not like super modern where I should be a like docile and not, you know what I'm saying? Like not be me. Like that's not
right.
where I'm going. But at the same point in time, I don't feel like a woman should clean up every day and then, go to work and then come back and then, iron my clothes and like it's not something that appeals to me at all either.
Right. No, I that's not something that would appeal to me neither. That's not like no. I knew someone who in this day and age still feels as though his woman needs to do that. She needs to come home. She needs to cook. He doesn't eat if she doesn't cook. I think that's crazy. Like, why?
I think there's some basic survival skills that every man,
Yeah, like,
woman, child
no, he'll do
should
like some
have.
like
Cooking,
cereal or
cleaning,
something.
washing your clothes. I think that you
He's not.
should be able to do all those things on your own.
Yeah,
Both
I don't know.
men and women.
That's one of them things where you'd be like, well, who raised you? Because what's going on? Like, I'm not, that means your mom coddled you. She did everything for you. She, like, you was her man. She was your woman. No, you need to go back to your mama. Okay. I ain't her. But, all right. Well,
at the same time, you shouldn't be that hard and harsh to your mate either. Like,
no,
partner.
but sometimes I'm
still
tired.
Partners.
Home from work. Yes, I can make you a sandwich. I'm not cooking you no whole meal. You want a bowl of cereal, noodles, leftovers,
Okay.
hot pocket.
Hot pocket. I'll give him a hot pocket. Okay.
I'm more of a person that's like, I'll bring home food for you. I'll bring home food for you.
That counts too. I think that's a good thing. I mean, if you're out and you're on your way home.
I can't cook for you tonight. I'm fucking tired, but I'm going to make sure you eat. I think every woman should definitely make sure her significant other eats. That's definitely a way that you're going to have to find a plan B and C to get married. I mean, to not, because you ain't get married. That's definitely one. What are your dating goals?
The end goal is to find somebody that I can share time with, that I can form a partnership with, that has similar goals and to me in life. It's about finding that partnership. So my end goal of dating is to find that partnership. I don't like saying marriage because who knows? We can have a partnership without marriage.
Oh, you don't want to share the taxes.
It depends. There's a lot of important questions you should ask your partner before you get married. Like, my credit is really good, and I don't want to ruin that by marrying you with a 420 while mine is like an 800. Like, that's not good for either one of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's sometimes.
But when you take on your would that definitely like
yes.
alter? You're not gonna. Oh, so you just wouldn't marry her on paper?
Yeah, that's what I said. I would have a partner. I would do all that other stuff, but that would be detrimental to us. So you said that, I wouldn't want to get the taxes. And I'm like, it depends, because sometimes it ain't taxes that's the deciding factor. It could be her debt. She could have went to college and has, $100,000 loan, and she's paying that back, and she's going to be in debt for quite some time. It's not beneficial for us to be married.
No, it's not. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
That's just like the guys who got
some men who have child support.
I was about to say,
your favorite thing. So if they have child support and they get married, that becomes our problem and not a you problem, and we can't navigate the way we should navigate. So,
and many people don't know this about this is Talk to Me Tuesday. So about Yandy and Mendices, they're not really married on paper because she doesn't want his children's mothers, or she didn't want in the past, to be able to seize like her assets and things that she worked hard for in child support because she married him. So to her, they have a union mentally. So does the paper really change things? No. Can you be in a partnership and in a marriage and it's no paper involved and it still be the same thing? Would it be hold to the same standard? Like, what would stop you? A lot of the times the whole process of divorce, the whole idea of divorce changes the dynamic of things, how people proceed to move forward or not with each other. Mm-hmm. And does the paper really change much?
Depends. It always depends. I mean, again, you got to ask these questions. Some women value the marriage. Like, they don't care about any of that other stuff.
Some people, not women, people.
I think more women value marriage than men.
You don't think men value marriage?
I said more. More women value marriage than men.
More women than men?
More women than men.
SP says more women than men. Okay, so back at 923, Nalia. There's nothing wrong with it. If I want to be done with you, I don't want to go through the process of a divorce. I just want to leave without the extra stuff and dealing with the messy stuff that come with it. So that's the reason why she's skeptical about a divorce, Nalia. I think that when you go into a marriage, it's a little bit more than just being done with you. Like I think when you go into marriage, you go into it without even thinking about being done with the person. Like you really can't see your life without that person. So
Is that how marriage is viewed today? Because I
that's
think
not,
marriage is viewed today as something you could easily get out of.
no, I don't think so. I believe that it's how do you tell God, yo, bro, I fucked
The
up.
divorce rates right now are higher than they were 10 years ago, or higher than they were 15 years ago, or higher than they were 20 years ago. So for you to say, you think the divorce, what do you?
I think that the divorce rate is down. I think that the divorce rate is down.
Are you just saying this to say this?
Our producer says that the divorce rate is down. One of our producers.
Okay.
Excuse me. Can you just no? You don't just tell them I said no.
Did you mute yourself? All right, I'll talk. So I'm just trying to Google the divorce rate in 2021.
Did you get the divorce rate?
I'm Googling it right now.
Oh, okay. Because I was just saying. But let me jump into the comments then. This man offered to pay for my food the other day, and I told him no, Nalia. Girl, no. Everybody gotta eat. Take the food. Let him pay for the food. Date with a purpose. Tina Ward. Yes, Tina. Date with a purpose. Know that you are heading towards marriage, that you want a marriage. What it looks like for you in your marriage, or where you guys are headed. Date with a purpose. Nalia says, then you just won't be eating. Alicia says, well, I work every day and my husband will wait until I come home and says he didn't eat after I slave. That works. I do make sure he eats. LOL. Shut your mouth. LOL. Hush your mouth. Mason. So Alicia, I'm trying to be more like you. Nah, I'm just joking. I feed my baby. She don't miss no meals. But it was a point in time in my life where I was like, what? Like Nalia said, you won't be eating.
Oh, wow.
You won't. No, it's still, your feet work. Your hands work. I know, that's horrible. I've grown. I cook now in a crock pot. Mason.
Yes.
What are you doing? Looking for the Google.
For the divorce rate over the last 10 years.
Well, you have me really large on the screen. What are some topics you guys want to talk about here on Hush Your Mouth? Does anybody have anything to confess today? I haven't been seeing Griffith and Yvonne in the comments saying much today. She normally be here like going off. Plan B or C, what you gonna do if you don't get married too?
I'm still with you. You're just big on the screen.
This feels weird. It feels like I'm talking to myself.
I see. Like you're starting to talk.
My dating goals. Did I go into that? Dating goals? I want to.
Yeah.
Like
what are
that.
your dating goals?
Give me the bag and the child support. My dating goals are child support.
What?
I want to give you all the kids that I can give you, so I can get all your money. I'm just joking. It's the fact that we pulling up the stats for dating. 35 stunning stats for 2021. So what was it?
Okay, so
Who'd you get this from? You was wrong? Good job.
Wrong, according. You don't even care where we got it from now. Like you just wanted to know I was wrong. So that's more important than where I got it from, what it is, like it's right or wrong versus like anything else. Like, all right. So divorce rate. This was from Legal Jobs, is the website. So the current divorce rate in the U.S. is 2.9%. I got another one here.
Okay, so
The
you know how much.
census, the United States Census. That's a big
Okay.
one. Let me get that one up for you.
So how I knew you was wrong was because we were working on an episode where we talk about the single parent household is actually going down. The rate for single parent households is actually going down, and two parent households are like a thing now. Less people are likely to leave. We were working on that. Do y'all want to talk about that one day on Hush Mouth? Not on a Talk to Me Tuesday. I like Talk to Me Tuesdays to be upbeat. I'm sorry if I feel a little drowned. I was definitely like baking in the sun and just, I'm tired. I'm trying.
We don't even got to talk about this. I'm gonna just remove it. So
Yeah.
it's down 2.9% over the last
Okay.
10 years.
Let's have a night to talk about the R. Kelly situation, Alicia. Yes. I'll talk about the R. Kelly situation. Look at Mason's face. I'll talk about the R. Kelly situation because I can talk about that one. Because I watched Surviving R. Kelly and I felt like I was surviving R. Kelly with those girls. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm traumatized. Like, what is going
Did you not
on?
know R. Kelly was the way he is for years? Is this new to you?
So you got to remember, I'm a couple of years younger than you.
Is this new to you at any age? Like, was it new to you at 12? Is it new
I
to
knew
you
he
at
was out here
13,
pissing on
14,
girls
15?
and shit.
I knew my whole life, so you must have known your whole life.
I didn't know it was to the extent that it is.
But we all knew that R. Kelly was a little perv, right?
No, why did I think that he was a
wasn't
perv?
a perv? We knew he married. We knew about Aaliyah. The sex tape came out like mad years
So these
ago.
are the flags. These are the flags.
These are red flags. Talk about red flags. Like sex tapes years ago. I mean, we as a community ignored R. Kelly, the predator among us, because he was so talented.
I know that's so fucked up. So that is actually a good episode. Next Talk to Me Tuesday. R. Kelly, got you, girl. So
He married Aaliyah and altered her age.
Mason, what's your plan if nobody marries you?
You asked me that already. My
No,
answer
you didn't.
again.
You
So
didn't
my
tell me.
answer is if I do not get married, like I said before, I will still continuously be single. It's okay. I'm not.
You're gonna be a
hell-bent on
bachelor for the rest of your life. Who's
I'm
gonna
not
wipe your
hell-bent.
ass when you get
Oh
old?
my gosh. You know what's more important than marrying the wrong person?
Your sanity.
Exactly. So
Your
I
pockets.
rather maintain my sanity, my pockets, my integrity, all that stuff, than marry the wrong person. So marriage for me is a serious commitment. And like I said, if I'm not married with you mentally, why am I going to sit here and marry you on paper or just have a wife just for the sense of having a wife? Would you have a husband just for the sense of having a husband? Would you be in a
If he was
relationship?
rich and old, like this guy.
I mean, you could just get knocked up and get child support.
It's not the same. Sometimes more perks. Child support is like, listen, you have perks when you're the wife. You got the black card. You got the fucking keys to the cars. You got the perks. It's perks to being married. Somebody tell me the perks. Somebody that's married, please tell me the perks to being married. Hey, top panel, what's the perks to being married?
Oh, man.
You don't know. You're the relationship expert. Side panel is very skilled in relationships.
Tell me more about that. Why is side panel skilled in relationships? What does side panel do to make you blush and have that face?
We're gonna tell. Oh, this is what we're doing.
I mean, you brought it up.
Okay, well,
just one thing. Let's not go into many.
Okay, because I can go into this.
I know. I saw.
No, side panel is overly romantic and just understanding, and she just understands me. It's just like that's my best friend. Like when I tell you, like I like laugh all day long. My favorite thing to do is to laugh. Somebody said talk about it. Yvonne Griffith, talk about it. You would want me to talk about it. First of all, we got some comments in here before we go into that. It's the Aaliyah for me. He married Aaliyah, altered her age, and slept with her mother at the same time. He slept with Aaliyah's mom.
I did not know that.
I did not hear that. Y'all are out here splitting the tea. Yvonne, do you have facts on that? Because I know you. You the type to not have the facts. Please point me to the facts. I didn't never hear that. Did you hear that? I'm not pumping that. Tina, I didn't feel sorry for any of those women. The children, yes. No one got him help as a kid. Where was the adults to save him? Tina. And now 41. A nurse. Nalia says the PCA. I don't really know what you guys are talking about. Can you guys give me more about that story, that backstory? Because I really don't know what that was about. That PCA, the nurse, was there like a nurse in his life that was saying that she was involved heavily and she knows that he was abused? Is this the story that they're running with and rolling with as far as R. Kelly, like to justify his actions? Like, yes, he was abused as a kid, and we all know how some abused kids can be, or whatever, if they don't receive the like abused children, if they don't receive the appropriate services to accommodate the traumas that they have been through, then they have a little bit different mentality when they get older, and hurt people, and we know that. So is that what we're saying to justify kind of like R. Kelly's actions? Because as the woman coming into the situation with R. Kelly, like, I don't know. Like, some of them were grown women, and when they had the chance to go, they should have went. Do you think that any of them just stayed because they were there for the money and the perks? Like, what would make you stay? I don't know. Like
you said a few minutes ago, like you would stay for the money and older.
No, that was not with R. Kelly.
I think well, R. Kelly's a little preoccupied right now, but I mean, like, he's in jail. But like you said, people will do things for the money. Like you would, be with a man for the money. I think R. Kelly had money, and I think a lot of people were there for the financial gain of it. I think people will sell their souls for financial gain sometimes. And I think that was a lot of it. I think there was times where people would give up their kids to be in those situations. So, I mean, because R. Kelly was paying their family, or they were taking care of something financially for their family. So this goes way deeper than... Yeah,
that's a topic. Y'all got to tell us how y'all want us to even present that. But y'all see that I would be interested in still doing a topic on it. So stop it, the nursing home. When you said who gonna wipe your ass when you get old? Oh, so apparently they're saying the nurse in the nursing home and the PCAs are gonna wipe your ass when you get old, Nathan. Because
I would definitely get a good looking nurse.
No, you should be like 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent's girlfriend is really cute. Did you see her? Gorgeous. They're all dating. Yeah, she's beautiful. They're all dating people younger than them. P. Diddy and Young Miami. Like, I don't know if I could picture Young Miami wiping P. Diddy's ass though. And that's the thing about those type of girls. I could picture.
That's the thing about those city girls. Is that what you just
said? I could picture 50 Cent's girlfriend wiping his ass when he gets old. Maybe
she's funny. She's presenting a nice little personality now.
Yeah,
I know she went to law school. I think
yes,
there's so much more to her. I think she just started her real estate stuff a few months ago. So she's now investing as well. So I mean, those are all quality. You see what I pick out? Like most people be like, "Oh, she's cute," and I'm like, "Oh, she went to law school. Oh, she's got a real estate portfolio now." So those are some attractive things that aren't the norm. I think big titties and a big ass is the norm versus that type of.
The accolades is what matters to Mason.
I mean, yeah, it's not even just the accolades. It's the drive. That's what women always say about men. It's like, yo.
Oh, you want us to match your energy. You want the woman to match your energy.
If we're going to be successful, like it's hard for one person to do it, and it's so much easier for two people to carry the load. So I mean, you want to live a great life, like let's do it, but like you got to contribute, or else if I feel that you're not value, you're just your asset or your liability.
Okay. That's
you don't feel that too? Do you
No,
feel like...
yes. And that's actually a good topic, and we could really dive deep into that. Asset or liability. Which one are you? I want to do that.
I think we have an episode of that.
No, we don't. We have something similar, but not that. Haha.
You gotta be right. I'm gonna let you be right.
I'm always right.
Is that a girl thing? I think that's a girl thing. Like, what's up with girls and having to be right? Like, let's talk about that. Why do women have to be right? Like, it doesn't matter, like, anything else besides being right. It's like everything is about being right. What's the tie to that?
I think we're smarter than y'all. That's it. We're smarter than men.
So why does it hurt when you're wrong? You don't think being wrong is a better learning experience than being right?
No.
Tell me why.
No. I don't think that. I see where you're going with this, but no, I don't think that.
Why? You're not answering. That's the other thing women do. They deflect to win the conversation. So instead of talking about it, you'll say, no, but you. It's like those apologies. I'm sorry that you made me mad. That's so abusive. You don't think that's abusive?
Now we bitches is toxic. Now this is what's
isn't that normal? Isn't that a normal?
Like, come on.
No, isn't that normal? Side panel. How many times have you gotten a backhanded? How many times have you gotten a backhanded apology where it's like, yo, I'm sorry that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. That's what got me mad.
Revert the blame.
Now we're reversing it. What is this? Bash our girls thing? No, ladies.
It's not. I love ladies.
Listen,
it has nothing to do with that. I just wanted to know. I was curious. I figured, you're the most honest person I know, or one of. So because you're so honest, I figured you wouldn't want to dodge this question and you would want to answer it directly. So it's like,
all right, ask me again, but ask me in a different way. Come on, make it sound better. Don't
make it sound better.
Like a scenario or something, so I can answer the scenario
of why you want to be right.
No, like where someone wanted to be right, but they was hurt that they were wrong. Like, I don't think it hurts me if I'm wrong. I think I'm the type of person that can apologize. Do you think I can apologize when I'm wrong? Like
I be feeling you putting pressure on side panel when you be looking over like that. You be like,
no, I was thinking she do. She give it up when she fuck up.
No, I do. I think I can admit.
Does the fuck up have to be obvious? It's like, yo, you don't want to drive in and you crash the car.
I usually gotta point it out to her, break it down, and she's like, "Yeah, you're right."
If you
wrong.
So side panel has to convince you of the error. Like, you're not quick to say, "Hey, you know what? I can see where I messed up." It has to be convinced to you.
It doesn't have to be convinced to me. However,
It just has to be presented to her.
It has to be presented to me.
She thinks like she's an individual, and I have to remind her. You know what I'm saying? So then she says, "I'm sorry."
Okay,
you're right.
You're not a team player sometimes.
I'm not a team player sometimes, and I think that's side panel's biggest pet peeve is that I'm not as much as a team player as she is. I feel like I am though, because it's a team player to my standards, but everybody's standards and what the fuck is it? Look, and she's laughing over here. But
how important is it for you to meet your partner's standards?
It's very important. I think I meet them because it's like, if I didn't meet them, why are you still here?
Because she believes in you and thinks that you could do better.
Okay.
Round of applause, Mason.
Round of applause.
Sorry. I was just dead.
Touch my motherfucking mouth. Tell me. You got your one for the day. This is our back.
Here's the thing. I don't be competing. This is a conversation. I'm having this conversation so that I could walk away from it better and you could walk away from it better. I'm not competing with you. That's the difference. Like, I don't really want to win. I just want to, learn.
Oh, and I always want to win.
Versus I want to learn.
Because I'm a motherfucking winner.
I'm a winner too. I don't.
I'm not saying you're a loser.
I'm never. Oh no, I don't think a compliment to you is a knock on me. So that's another thing. Like, you could compliment yourself and that's fine. Like, that's not a knock on me. But I could add to that and say, you're right. You are a winner. And in addition to that, I'm a winner too. And I like to win as well, but not at the expense of anything else.
Okay. Okay. They want to feel smarter. That's why they do that. Not all females are smarter than men. Alicia said, no, it's very much not abusive. It's just how women are. Yeah, I just think that's how women are. I mean,
how women are.
What I do with all the goddamn time. I don't know what that one was about, Alicia.
Yeah, I
might have to rephrase that. But it's what we were talking about prior to this. My point that I made, which I forgot. But now
let's go back to your point.
I forgot it.
Oh no.
Next question.
Be right if you
I'm always right.
You can't.
I'm the woman. Why would you? If you don't trust that, first of all, men are very calculated. They have to trust that their women are. You know what I mean? They're
I
calculated.
don't think we're calculated at all.
You
but
guys
go
are like,
ahead.
okay. So my mom used to say, "Boys are dumb. Throw rocks at them." Right. So I don't know what that meant. That just meant like they're not always like guys. Men are not always the smartest of creatures.
I don't
So
disagree with you. So like when you say that, I'll be like, what do
yeah.
you want me to
So
say to that? Like,
yeah, I'm calculated, and
yes, you're calculated. You are calculated.
I am calculated,
Yes, I agree with you.
babe. Am I
Where do we go?
calculated?
Where do we go from there? Like,
She said yes. Look, she's annoyed. Yes,
Yes.
you're
Yes, you're
calculated because I
calculated.
got you this week. Isn't that it? Yeah, got her. Got her. Can I tell
let me get
people
you your
that?
gunshots, okay? Let me get you.
Give me my gunshots. No, give me 3 gunshots because it was a stick up. It was a stick up, right, babe?
Yeah, you won. You
I
got it.
won.
You got it.
Don't play with me, okay?
Man, listen,
That's
side panel.
amazing.
Even if she's not right, side panel, just say she's right. You
Yeah.
live a better life. Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life.
You know what that means? That means whatever you say. Like, okay,
Yes, and you know what? It would
that should
never
be dead wrong.
Listen,
Okay.
Dead wrong.
Okay.
No, if you hear,
I rather have peace than be right. Like I rather live in peace than be right. You would
That's
rather be
good.
right than live in peace. Like you see the difference? Like
Oh,
side
wow.
panel would rather tell you you're right. So that way side panel could have a great night.
You don't know. You don't know.
I know.
This is an
But
assumption.
I'm just speaking for me. I don't want like we go off the air in a few and I don't want it to be anything beyond that. So I take the heat. Speaking for myself, I would rather you be right and we be peaceful than you be wrong and I acknowledge you're wrong and then it's like no but that continues. I'd rather not. So that's what happy wife, happy life means. It means
So
take the L
give yourself a round of applause.
for taking the L. Or is this your way
Yes.
of calculatingly going back to saying something yes and but and then deflecting back to me and saying something that like is that where we're gonna go? But I just want to know if this just is this you coming back for the win? Come on, go ahead. I'll let you go because happy wife, happy life. Go ahead.
No, because I 100% agree with you.
However,
Guys, make your wife happy. Ladies, the minimum, a sandwich. The minimum. Like every day you need to make your husband a meal, a plate, your partner. A sandwich is not good enough. I worked all day. I was on my feet. I gotta come home and do these kids here and put them in the
I
bath.
think the minimum is you bring something home.
You know what,
Bring something
ladies?
home.
Get you a crock pot.
Just bring something home.
Meal
It's
prep.
okay.
Or bring something home. No, see, some ladies have to deal with the men that still just feel like they need a home cooked meal every day. Do you know that there's some guys out there like that? See, now I feel like you being picky. You asking me for the most. No, stop asking me for the most.
That's
No.
picky. I said bring something home.
No, if you don't, if
think-
you want a home cooked meal every day,
Oh,
some
okay.
people are like that. Like, no, I'm trying. I'm gonna make sure you guys eat. I sent pizza home. We eating Domino's or something. Everybody order what you want on me. I'll see you guys at dinner time. But some people have to deal with the fact that they may be like, no, you need to give me a home cooked meal. What? I have a topic. Is it considered cheating if you reach out to an ex when you are having a moment and feel like you have no one to talk to? In a word, a topic. We will definitely have that as a topic. We always take our, and thank you for giving us that as a topic. We will,
My ex is my best friend.
ow. Is that okay? That's why but you're single.
No, I'm just saying, is that equivalent? You having your ex as your best friend, is that possible? Could you have your ex as your best friend?
I'm still friends with my ex, but the difference is I'm not having any engagement with my ex. My like we talk, but my partner has also been around my ex. So that sounds weird, babe. You don't want me to say that? You don't want me to tell the people? You should get like like no. We're all like I'll be friends. I could be friends with her exes if they wanted to be friends. Like, it's cool. I know who I am. She know who she is. He know who he is. And we all is who he is.
Okay.
I don't care about the extra.
How good or not
Who's
good does
being
your friend
funny?
have to look? Your
Huh?
ex. I think that does it depend on how good looking your ex
Nah,
is?
because you know what? Some of my exes had some popping ass looking exes, like daddies.
And you
They
never
cute
threatened by
bitches.
it?
Huh?
You would never threaten by it?
No, because I'm a fucking cute bitch too. What? No, we could all be pretty bitches together. How you doing? I'm just different though, y'all. My views are different. There's not many women out here that's like me. And you know what? All my exes think like, damn, she became friends with somebody that I dated. Yes, the fuck I have. Because first of all, people usually date within the likeness of whoever they have certain traits that follow over. So you can easily become cool with somebody who is similar to you and also has that connection. I believe in divine connections. So I mean, I just think if the person's being like honest with both people, like I don't know, we got to get into this. Is it considered cheating? I want to know more about what do you want to know, or what do you want to get out of this topic, Tina, when we do it. But thank you. I'm writing it down. Mason,
He's got a girlfriend. What's up?
was that messed up? Remember that video? Was that messed up that he didn't know that his girl had a girlfriend? Is it cheating? I did that with somebody before. I got stories talking about that, but we ain't going to talk about that.
You got stories about your girl having a girlfriend?
No, I got stories, Tom, about this girl being like married and like he ain't know she was dating girls and like yeah.
Is
And
that cheating?
he thought that I was cheating because he wasn't present. I was like, wow.
Mm.
I don't know. You got to talk about that with her, but is that cheating, babe?
What?
Never mind.
Cheating has always got to be described or
You gotta set your boundaries of what's cheating
exactly
in your relationship. Like people, create your own Bible of what you feel like your relationship should look like, what you want to get out of your situation. Don't go based on nobody else or whatever. Your standards is your standards. Everybody is not the same. There is no right or no wrong when it comes to love. There is more so just like understanding. If you love somebody, you just want to understand that person. Now, give me my motherfucking gunshots.
Google.
Google did not say that.
Who the fuck said it then?
Me.
shout out to Google.
Google, like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
She said, "Oh man, oh."
Pizza, you bugging. Somebody over here said, pizza, you bugging. Your ass better cook. Yep, that's cheating. Shake my head. Nah, fuck that. You wildin'. Not true. That's what someone said over here on Instagram. Shout out to everybody over here who came in. Next time, please come over to YouTube, make you an account. You can find us here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You have to make an account in order to be able to comment. We definitely want to receive topics from people. This is a lifestyle podcast. So, we all live in a lifestyle. We want to hear about yours. We want to share ours. And we just want to come together and build. Mason.
Yes, ma'am.
After what age do you understand that you're not getting married? You might have something else that you need to do. Like, what age is the cutoff for you?
I mean, I don't think it's age. I think it's just like, because I know, or I've seen people in retirement homes get married. So if marriage is the
that's true.
I've seen people meet their person at a later age. So for me, there's no age to it. There's an experience factor. There's what you've been through factor. I think there's a lot of those that go into it versus an age per se.
My feelings is hurt because, first of all, what if you were already married and then, like, your significant other passes away and then now you go in the nursing home? Are you marrying somebody else that came out that nursing home? No, it's to the box. Like, you already made it this long. Like, you better go to the box with.
Now, Because
I don't want you to
because
get married again.
you wouldn't want
in a
side panel
nursing
to be
home.
you wouldn't want side panel to be happy.
I want her to be happy, but not if I
Not
die.
without you. You want. I would assume that you want
Only
your
the
significant
only
other to
way
be
she can
happy.
be the only way she can move on and be with somebody else is if she puts me in like a locket and takes me everywhere that they go or do everything they do. Like she got to be like her right hand man is still there. Like duh. That's a little. Who thinks like that, right? I know.
I don't know. Like that's.
Okay, we have comments. Very calculated. No, you're not a effing loud to do no stuff like that. That's why. What are you reaching out to your ex, or you want him back? Yeah, punch your mouth. I can dig it. Facts. Laughing my ass off. I don't know. I don't know why. It depends on the situation. I mean, the cop cheating. If you having a moment, it depends on, I guess, what kind of moment you guys were having, or the person was having. What do you think, Mason? The person's having a moment, huh?
I don't think anything about that.
So, cause you're best friends with your ex.
What I said is like, I don't think that like when you're having encounters with your ex, I think you should always keep in mind that you have somebody and vice versa. I think that respect overall outweighs everything else. So there wouldn't be any inappropriate conversations because you know how your ex would feel. I think when you start straddling that line, you know when you're crossing that line, and you know when you're doing too much, and you know when you should have pulled back, and you know when you're over the line. So for me, it's like, yo, just know yourself, know your boundaries, and know that maybe you shouldn't be talking to your ex about your present relationship. That will lead to bigger problems. So sometimes you need to talk to God. Go pray.
A round of applause.
A round of applause for
A round of applause. Please. A round of applause.
yeah.
That has
Because
been amazing.
like sometimes that opens the door for other things, and you don't want them problems, so avoid it.
Should dating multiple partners be a thing of the past? Who or why not? Was that you want to explain that? You want to get into that?
Depends. So I mean, this was also a Cali question that you sent. So I mean, for me, dating multiple partners, with the intentions of narrowing it down to fewer and eventually one, I think that's a normal thing that people don't do that they should do. So if your intentions and your end goal is being married, you should date multiple people until you find connections with people. And once you find those connections, it's like, all right, I don't need to be with these people that I don't find a connection with. Set them free, let them be on their way so they can find a person that they have a connection with. And then you'll eventually know, okay, this is the person I need to be with. So I think dating multiple people with the end goal of getting to one person is good as long as you're honest about it.
I think what you're saying is cool in a sense, but I used to think like that in my younger days. Like, oh, I'm just gonna date multiple people until I find the person that is for me. There was a time where first of all, I was in relationships for a long time. Like, I think all of my relationships in the beginning, like from my like teens to my adult, like early adulthood and then mid age. Damn, I sound like I'm old as fuck, but I'm really not. But I think I just lived the older person's lifestyle a lot longer. Either way, they were all different. And as you grow, there's going to be different versions of yourself. And each version of yourself is going to want something more or something different as you continue to grow and prosper in life as an individual. That's what we all have to do on our journeys. So when it comes to choosing a partner, I don't think that you should date multiple people because I think that you should date one person at a time. How are you going to honestly give yourself to everybody at the same time?
I don't think you should
If
give
you want to
yourself to
be,
everybody.
I'm not saying like physically, I'm just talking about even your energy. When you're dating multiple people, you're giving out your energy to a lot of people. You can't even get to know the person fully if you're dating multiple people. Now that sounds really crazy coming from me now, but I'm older now. In my 20s, I'll be like, girl, date till you can't date no more because what? Live your best life, baby. But you gotta know what you want, and energy is really important. If you know what you like, you know what you don't like, why would you be sitting here either accepting what you don't like? You know, those red flags come up real early. You don't think so? There's some type of something when a situation doesn't work out, there was some type of like inkling that something was wrong or off. It just wasn't for you. That's how the universe and the world works. Is that
A
how
lot
you
of
think?
people ignore red flags.
Yeah, because they don't want to see them. They don't want to believe that they are true, but they are present nonetheless. They're still present. You don't believe that?
I just said it. I definitely agree that people ignore it, and I think that they are present, like you said. And I think that sometimes you want something to work out so bad that you tend to overlook something that would be obvious in someone else's case. So when you're in the weeds or whatever the case may be, you're in a situation. It's hard to say, nah, like this is a red flag. It's like, it's like, say you're dating somebody and you say you're dating side panel. It's the first time y'all are dating each other, and you send a text saying, "Hey, can I have $100?"
Yo, you can't get.
And side panel says, "Nah, yo, listen, like right now in this moment, I get paid every 2 weeks, but right now, like I'm in between weeks and I got this bill to pay, I got that bill, so I can't really send you that $100."
I don't want to hear that. First of all,
side panel, you are broke.
Yeah,
I'm not dealing with you no more. Blocks.
Yeah.
Mind you, you're the broke one because you need the $100.
No,
side panel obviously has $100 because
don't get this shit fucked up. No, you don't got the $100.
you might as well come with your tin can and your paper cup talking about, hey, I ain't asking for no money for no basketball team. Like, you just begging. You begging. You're a beggar. That's a red flag. You may not be financially stable, and I need to get away from you because you might sink my ship.
But Mason, I always told you that you are cheap.
I'm not cheap. That has nothing to do with cheap. I have no problem paying for dates. I have no problem. I buy rounds at bars. Like
you do shit that
has
nothing
to do with cheap.
You do shit that you
know
want.
What it is? I think that me saying I don't want to be taken advantage of is seen as me being cheap. Like, who wants to? You want to be taken advantage of?
No, I want to know why does it? Why do God like? There's really guys.
Why do I not want to be taken advantage of? You gotta answer my question. Why does anyone want to be? Does anyone want to be taken advantage of?
Nobody wants to be taken advantage.
So if I see you're trying to take advantage of me, why do I not have the right to fight against that?
What makes it taking advantage of you?
You're asking me for money?
Are you asking me for pussy?
No.
Do you want the pussy? If you want
I gotta pay for it, I gotta pay for it.
$100. No.
So I gotta pay for it. No problem. Like a fair exchange. It's a fair exchange, right? So I'm gonna give you $100 for some pussy. That's what it's worth.
No, the pussy's not worth $100. The pussy, the pussy.
So what are you saying? What are you saying? If I'm asking, you asking me for money. We talking about money. Here's how you deflecting. We talking about money. So now you telling me if I'm asking for.
You're not letting me drive my point home.
I'll let you drive your point home.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Men always want to pursue whatever. Men always want to pursue a woman or whatever, right? And they don't want to pay for her time. They don't know, like, you want to pursue this woman. First of all, this woman is coming to you, like, when you first seen her, obviously you have some type of interaction, right? Where you felt attracted to her. But do you know what it costs for her to maintain that attraction that you first encountered? Or her even giving you her energy, her time? That girl has to go get her hair done, her nails done, her eyelashes. She got to get her facial. She's taking care of her kids. When she's going on a date with you, she has to go pay for childcare, whatever the case may be.
As you like to say, isn't that where the child support comes in?
Mason.
So I gotta pay for that too.
You would.
All right. So what should happen? Should you just invoice me at the top of the date?
No. What I'm saying to is, you could have met the girl that was kind of on some type of time. Like, all right, she might need this $100 for something that's like important. Something that just was a spur of the moment. She may have funds in places that it could be any type of situation. But what I'm saying, it shouldn't be a problem for her to say, can I have or hold? If you're gonna hold means give back this $100. But if you're dating this person is like, you fucking this. First of all, I say it like this: if you fucking this person and they can't give you $100, you should not.
Now I think that's it's a different scenario. My scenario was we just started dating.
Or we're starting dating. How fresh is it? How fresh? How? Give me the whole scenario. You can't.
So what point does the pussy start becoming pricey?
When I start giving it to you, before I paid,
So that very first
time.
Before
I gave it to you, it was already, you already paid for it. That's
how did I pay for it? I was already on a payment plan and I didn't know it. Like,
you didn't know that you was on this payment plan, because if you couldn't give me, trust me that you was already giving you was giving me the hundreds of dollars before you got the pussy. Not soliciting no husband.
How?
I don't know. We got to talk about this off the scenes. This is not.
Oh no, we're not talking about this after this. Like, this is done. Like, this conversation ends right here.
This conversation ends here.
Thank you very much.
No. Yeah, I don't know. If you don't get married, plan B or C. Just be happy. Do you. Like, try to make the best life for you. Understand that maybe it's everybody's. You know what? I don't really believe that everybody has somebody. I think that some people just ain't got nobody, not in this journey, but maybe the next one. And that's okay. This one was about you learning to love yourself and be with yourself. And just take everything in its glory in. Everybody wants to be with somebody. No, you got to learn to be with yourself first. Take that time to yourself. It's so many serial daters. There's so many people who jump from relationship to relationship with one another that it's just ridiculous. We see it. If relationships are like revolving doors, no, that's not how you should be. That's not how your soul should be. We definitely want to talk about soul ties on Hush Your Mouth, right? We still have that episode in the tuck.
Soul ties and twin flames, isn't that the other one?
Twin flames and soul ties. That's a deep one. I love the deep topics. And I will be refreshed by then. But what's wrong with me saying refreshed? Yo, is something wrong with me saying refreshed though?
Deep topics. Deep.
All our topics is deep. We like it like that.
All right. You can find me at YNVS_ it's Mason on Instagram. I'll be there, y'all.
Wait, hold on before we go. Let's check our comments. Okay. Yeah, because it's different kind of cheatings. Alicia was laughing. Nalia, can you build a relationship off of lust instead of love? Topic for the future. Can you build? Did we do that? Did we do that yet?
I don't like to answer that because you be telling me, nah, we did it. I'll be like, oh.
Did we or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Did we?
Love. Okay, less than love. Alicia, hold up. Y'all, I'm over here sipping a little bit. So if I seem like I'm typing a little something, I don't like typing. It's okay. You're talking to it and it's fine. We really appreciate you for coming on Hush Your Mouth. We appreciate you, Nalia, as always, Yvonne, all of our friends out there that have came on Hush Your Mouth tonight. Talk to Me Tuesdays. It's where you, the audience, tell us what you want to talk about. We talk about our current events and what we have going on, what we've heard. Y'all come and tell us what you've heard throughout the week from Tuesday to Tuesday. You guys DM us, talk to us, let us know things that you think are crazy that you want us to report here on Hush Your Mouth in our Talk to Me Tuesday section for the news. Give us some topics about 5 questions or just little questions that you guys want to ask us or for us to ask our audience and want us to discuss. Dope shit. I love being myself. I feel so at peace. I love being myself and I feel so at peace too. I love laughing. If I laugh, woo! I can't wait for the book to come out. Y'all already know Kori Deez is going to the studio. Kori Deez is going to write a book. Kori Deez cooks. Kori Deez is doing everything. What? When you like a guy, the guy should ask you also, and you better give it up. What? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. 300 and you can what was it?
Oh.
300.
So ladies, never forget $300 equal raw sex.
Never said
As
that.
one of our fans,
That was your follower.
one of our
100%
fans,
your family follower.
one of our fans has said in our comments on a previous episode, automatically $300 restaurant date, night out on the town, raw sex. They're giving it up like
She
that.
better not ask for $100.
And she better not ask for $100. Crazy over here. Anyway, guys, you guys can follow me on Instagram at lemon_squeeze3 instead of an E at the end. You already know it's your girl Kori motherfucking Deez. We're here, Hush Your Mouth, ENT on YouTube, and also Team Mason TV on Facebook. Y'all already know. Till next time, hush your motherfucking mouth.
Yes, sure.